Welcome back, folks. We are going to be jumping into the next game, which we did promise you, and it is Phantasmagoria up against eMpathy. So it's going to be a brilliant game. And well, there's a little bit of, I'd say, rivalry, if not drama. Last Epic.TEN, actually. We did see the Phantasmagoria guys actually being dropped to the lower bracket because they got defaulted by the likes of Chenson. So there's going to be a little bit of rivalry there and a little bit of beef to settle. But let's jump straight into this one. It does seem as though eMpathy are kicking off in the right direction.
Yeah, Stavros picks up the first frag of the match with a very quick return nade. Punisher levels it out with Chenson dropped. It's going to put a smile on Mark's face, we know for sure. But we do see Stavros now, lower hardware, making a bit of a push. MC got a couple more drop down. Elbows down, Mouth been tagged up. Lubo pushing in with the rest of this fan squad towards the A bomb site. Punisher on the bomb itself. Doesn't have the bomb. Can't plant it. Heads to the top side though. Drops Mouth. One down the back. He's got the Deagle out. Spots him. Drops him to Deagle in the head. That's 3 in this round for Punisher. Last man pushing through mid is Stavros. He's got the AK. Deagle out. M14 for M14 for Leo. Stavros got that scope out, but Punisher picks up 4 in one round.
Incredible. Setting
a standard.
Yeah, indeed. He's definitely set himself up for, I wouldn't say a fall, but he's really set the precedent there and kicked things off in the right direction for Phantasmagoria, who clearly have a grudge to settle after this one. Let's see if Stavros can once again crack open that attacking side and hopefully bring things back all even for eMpathy. So, early fire being rattled off through mid. Nothing yet connecting. Let's see where the attacks are going. Now, standing in A, peeking out lower. He does catch one. That is Punisher. That is the, well, the man of last round out of the game. But Leonidas nevertheless evening things up with that M14 rattling through the map. But we do see eMpathy with the advantage here on the defensive side. So 3-player stab for Phantasmagoria. That is Keksy, Luboshmir, and Leonidas. Let's see what Keksy can do with that scope. He's normally good at getting these picks that can really open things up. So you can see him just kind of adjusting his position. He was peeking from blue, but he's a bit worried about that B-long push. And well, he might be right to feel as though that may be an issue. As there we go, he does see the players pushing up. Oh, he's missed the money shot. Switched up to that Deagle, going to lay down some fire. Nothing yet really connecting for him. So he's going to have to find another angle to go from, because now he has to deal with this player. Otherwise, his teammates are in severe trouble. He's got the tag once again, going to push forward. No, he's just holding him at bay. Still challenging. There we go. Takes down Stavros now, opening up back towards the map. Luboshmir does take down Chenson, bringing the advantage to Phantasmagoria. So they're working him down. Keksy now peering out. I think that's on Glitch. Oh, he caught a glimpse, but managed to escape. Keksy now tagged up, but Mao and Rob are on the back foot. Let's see where these guys are. We do have Mao in A, so there we go. Keksy taking down Rob. It's all on Mao now. 1v3. Can he pull off the hat trick? Peering out. Oh, he's not checked his corner, and Luboshmir leaps around. Takes him down with the AK-5, bringing that to 2-0. Considering Phantasmagoria are on the attacking side, that's not the way eMpathy want to be kicking this off.
No, but they should have a nice feel now for how Phantasmagoria are going to do this. I can't say that now quickly.
Fan will work.
Fan will work. So we'll see whether they can actually drive it home or not. They do pick up a quick nade fag onto Venusaur. Still got that M14 up on Leo. Do get another quick frag from Elbow, taking down Punish as he tries to push into lower 8. He's now going to make his way up B long, see if he can get around the backside and have more luck than Stavros did before. 2 frags for either side, making it a 3-for-3. But Van are taking this one decidedly slower after that early couple of frags towards A site. And Leo, there by FPS, making his way towards the archers. Just looking for that pick, that long range M14 kill. Elbow slowly up around this top B long. Keksy's dropped, but they are still watching B. Lubosh has been tagged. Elbow just has to back away. He's the defending player. Doesn't need to get aggressive. Has been tagged up heavy, but does make it out of there safely. So, still 3 players up for eMpathy. They are defending. The bomb is still in fan hands. Not quite been dropped down. We do see Leo picking up a nice pick on Elbow. Even things out 2-for-2. Another tag from Lubo gets Rob up on top of A. M14 spam goes out. Elbow can't. Sorry, an Elbow. Leo can't quite pick up another frag. It's all on Lubo. Bomb is down in mid. It's been spotted. eMpathy know they have it. 2 players here. 26 seconds for Lubosh. Grab this bomb, make a plant. There's one at A. He knows that he's on the roof. The other's covering B. Sees him in mid. Fires the shots out. Just keeps him locked on in. Lots of noise from Lubo. Get the support coming across. He's still going out. Where's this last player? One firing across at him from Crash. And he's on the balcony.
Indeed, well positioned from Rob there. They timed it right. They knew the player was coming around from mid when he was rotating from B. He knew that Lua would have to be on the bomb. Very well played, deserving of that round. They finally got on the board, and that's what they need. But Punisher does have that front spawn. And well, you guys know Mark. He's been there, he's done it. He's got several T-shirts, mostly from Dignitas. And this man is the one to watch really with that SMG. Front spawn, let's see if he can use it. Oh, Rob, that is not what we're doing here today. He just team killed himself out of this one. But Chenson has evened it back, trying to make up for the desperate mistake that has happened. So all even 4v4. Mark down there. I don't think that's going to particularly connect anywhere. Jensen's actually in their spawn. This could be huge. Leaps around, takes down Keksy. Mal racks up a frag as well, decimating the Phantasmagoria side and really getting their faces. Let's who's still standing. We've lost Boschmir, who's waiting. He's just laying in wait. Mark has been taken down. It's all on the ex-TCM professional player. He's not going to manage it. Stavros will find him from that bin, bringing it back all even. This is curious, guys. We do not want to be seeing, well, Phantasmagoria don't want to be seeing this. These guys have real point to prove, and, well, they're not proving it right now. Those first 2 rounds were phenomenal, incredible. Maybe Leonidas is going to have to drop that M14 and go back to an AK pretty soon.
Might have to step up his game. Stavros missing that first shot did allow Punisher to push into A and pick up the first frag of the game. Jensen is down. Punisher getting very aggressive, actual fact, on top of Hardware. Picks up the second kill onto Rob. Coming around looking for some more. There are players all around him. Luboshmir does pick down Stavros. There's a fire coming out onto Punisher. It takes a long time to drop him, but ultimately before he sees his elbow, he's dead. Lubosh picks up Mao as they're rotating around. It is an A-bomb push, but it doesn't even need the bomb plant. No. Very quick round from Fan, switching it up and immediately taking their round. Yeah, that B push is what they needed. They needed something new, something fresh that eMpathy didn't really understand or be able to kind of adapt to, because obviously the likes of Jensen were pushing up B long a lot. They were getting aggressive, they were getting comfortable. You can't allow it to happen. If you're the favourites like Phantasmagoria are, they've got to keep the pressure on. And Stavros, well, he's taking down Keksy, eliminating that range element to the attacking side, and that's going to be a bit of an issue, but nevertheless the likes of Mark and Co are pushing down B long again. They're liking this one, but will eMpathy adapt? And they are doing it right now. Mal and Elbow racking up the frags, leaving only Leonidas and Punisher left alive. So Leo now laying down the fire towards Hardware. There's a player pushed up by Broken already. He's going to have to retract back a touch. And take the shot beautifully onto Mal, as Punisher is now left pretty much to roam through mid. Let's see where he is. Let's find out. Look how aggressive he's gone. He's got a player now around him. I think he's got an inkling where he is, but will he find him in time? Oh, he spotted him, and that is going to be severe trouble for Stavros, who did not expect that. It's all on Jensen, the man who lamed them almost out of the last LAN and cost them their second place. So now, here we go. Jensen has to find off these 2 members of the original side that were in that previous LAN. So this is going to be a real grudge battle. He got the first onto Punisher, spinning around 180 and taking him as he left off that edge. But, well, Leonidas was not going to allow that to happen. That's when the serious game of kind of face kicks and going, nope, that is not how we're going to end this round off. We want to keep that lead, rack him back up that 2-round lead, and that's exactly what they wanted to be doing now, Fan. They've done for a couple of different pushes. I wonder if they go back to that A push now. The M14 play. Oh, Keksy with a beautiful shot, swiping Rob's head away. Stavros returns though with one onto Punisher, but Leo's M14 really picked up in that last round. You saw it there, picking up big kills, much needed frags. Venusaur trying to watch the backside, but he still gets knocked down by Jensen's push. And SMG though has to back off a little bit, let the regen kick in, throws the smoke out, backs off. He is the defending man. No reason to get too aggressive once he's been spotted. Goes down towards Arches. Now we're picking up Leo top blue. Another couple of tags going down to Keksy, trying to return. Still 4 members up for eMpathy. Still trying to make something happen. Oh, another beautiful shot down mid from Keksy. Picks off Elbow. 2 for 2 now. Mao and Stavros last 2 up. Scopes on scopes. Luboshmir versus Mao. Bomb is down, top of blue, and that's in a horrible position. It's undoubtedly being watched by the 2 members of eMpathy. It's picked.
Didn't take the shot though.
No wallbang come out. Keksy going to back away. He's going to head up towards top of B long. Stavros finishes Lubosh and decides to turn around, go back towards blue, back towards A sites. All on Keksy. Seen 2 beautiful shots from him down through this doorway already. Not going with it this time around. Deagle out. No one in this A side, but it's being watched from the backside. Top Hardware and down by red car. Keksy's going to get in. It's going to get onto the site, almost uncontested, but can he get the plant? And if he can he defend it? He's going to get 2 members come in. Plant noise goes out, and immediately movement comes in, heading towards crashed heli, and now into back 8. 2 surviving members of eMpathy. Shots come out from the heli on the far side. It's going to make a push forward. Does get seen, doesn't quite land the shot, but now he's got other problems. Stavros was running across mid, but Mao is in the back of A, shoots him as he drops, and Stavros is already defusing. 4 to 3.
I almost feel for Keksy there that, well, eMpathy did it wrong. They rotated too early. They picked up Luboshmir, and they expected to B push immediately. Keksy played it very smart. He waited on the rotate. He knew that maybe probably cleared A. So he went back and he got the bomb down, but he just couldn't land the shot there, and it just obviously get picked up mid-air. You can't really help that one. But nevertheless, let's see what's going on with the attacking side now. Punisher, aka Marcus, cut right through mid. He's right in the faces of the defending side. If he can pick up a couple here, he can literally unlock this whole map. So pushing up towards Harvest. Spots one does. Oh, that was a little bit close for comfort, but he does find the shot onto Elbow nevertheless. So now looking for more. 4 players to possibly find. Checking glitch, nothing there. Can he locate the rest? He's pretty much on his own here. You can see how far back the rest of his team are, just literally leaving him free roam here, allowing them not to peek, but will it be enough? Here we go. He knows there's a couple around, but can he locate them? That is the question. The bomb is not even moving yet. They don't need to, but they are allowing Rob now to pick up one. That is Vey down and out, the loud man who you may know from prior lands, screaming his team into the finals. Oh, but I think Punisher just caught a glimpse of a player up the sandbag. There we go, baiting out the shot, so hopefully... There we go. That's the nade he wanted. He wanted him not to move, wait down and picked it up. Very well played from Mark. Very just cool, calm, collected play, and now opening up this B site slowly but surely. Now, here we go. This is pretty much a class in how to play this push. Here we go. Looking towards that B-bomb site now. Can he locate the player who's just below him? Peering out. See if anyone's rotating from A. You can see how much the Phantasmagoria side are now working down towards the speed bomb. There is a player literally just below. It is Mao, tucked in at the corner. He can absolutely flurry of frags, but Leonidas checked his corners, and well, that is exactly why. Picks up the frag, and here we go. Punisher under pressure, but the rotate is happening. Rob has to somehow force his way through here. Mark has taken down Jensen, and there's Kexi to claim that frag there and take them further into lead here. 5-3, but it's not beyond empathy, but losing to the attacking side, just mentally you're like, this shouldn't be happening.
That wasn't even losing to the attacking side. That was losing to Mark. That was the Punisher all alone. Once he got into that hard way, once he got straight down the mid, he just opened them up, and the rest of Fan just had to walk down B long, and that was a round. Simple as that. Incredible play by him. Another great shot here, though, by Kexi opening up this round. Jensen elbow down. Rob dropped by Punisher again, straight down the middle, tearing apart this eMpathy lineup. Guess what? Tags onto one in back 8. Deagle's not quite going to have to finish him off as he runs up the stairs, but it's only Stavros left. Kexi's been dropped. Luboshma is in here. Bomb's going into mid 8. Stavros in blue. Long way up the push, gets dropped by that AK fire from Vey. 6 rounds to 3, and another easy stroll in the park there for Fan.
I can't stress how much they need to stop Mark, or stop any SMG push at mid. Because look, they've got the perfect spawn for here. Luboshmir has picked up that SMG as well, and he's known for it. He's so versatile as a player. I want to see how he does this. Mark is waiting out the nades to see how he does now. Get a line up one for himself, drop it out to about King's Car just to stop anyone pushing up and being aggressive, trying to slow him down. So he's already kind of thinking about the counteraction that may be happening from the opposing side, and that is a phenomenal bit of play there. Very smart from him. Pushing forward towards Key, no one's really challenging. You can see that eMpathy aren't choosing to be aggressive and taking the fight to them. They're going to sit back, allow Phantasmagoria a little bit of room to get in there. But let's hope they can kind of pip them to the post when it comes down to it. The likes of Mal holding angles now. The slower gameplay hopefully going to favour eMpathy is what they're thinking. But will it pay off? Mal lays in wait. 2 players encroaching just towards him. They're just below, a couple of foot from him. You can hear them. The fire has been laid down, but where are they planning to go? They could easily work mid now, and Jensen has to push up and do some damage. He's taking down Kexi as all the fire is going towards mid now. Rob has to try and reply. Not going to happen. Leonidas with a superb headshot takes down Rob. 4v4 situation now. But where is Mao? Is he still sitting there? Yep, he is not leaving that doorway. That is his doorway to claim, and there we go. Stavros has taken Luboshmir, leaving pretty much only Mark towards A, and the push from Jensen is going to be happening on B long as well. Let's see if he's still alive. He's going to have to retract a touch because he knows there's going to be a couple of players up there waiting for it. He's done it a couple of times now. He can't keep doing it. It will not work. But there's a player just pushing below. Oh my god, it's Mark going walkabouts again. This man is not happy standing still. He's going to be pushing right onto Sandbag, and they haven't seen him coming. He's taking down one. Can he find any more? There's players left, right, and centre. Tags went out from B. Oh, I almost expected that to land. Goes back for seconds. Jensen denies that one, leaving in a 3v2, and well, Phantasmagoria need to get moving. 11 seconds on the board. They've got to get this bomb down pretty much now. Leonidas prones down. Vey with the cover, being put down. He's going to try and hold back the ever-encroaching forces with this bomb site. Everything he's got, he's got to put into it. He gets the deagle tag and the frag. Great shot from him. Leonidas now has to step up his game too. Oh, great play from Vey. Takes the second as well. Right on the point. An incredible play from Phantasmagoria. In the most stressful situation, surrounded by enemies, they somehow pulled it off. The likes of Leonidas and Vey pulling back that old team play that they had from years before. These guys have been in teams back in, obviously many moons ago, and Infused and people like that. When these teams were really up there, these guys were together, and they still have it.
Covering all the angles, firing over each other's shoulders. It was just a masterclass in how to 2v3, and they came out with a round for their trouble. Vey, though, dropped this time by Jensen, who's pushing up mid, trying to counteract that push from the Punisher. See if it does quite as much damage. This time he takes down Luboshmir in blue. Punisher's on the far side, though, doing the same thing to Rob. Elbows dropped by Kexi. Kexi with a beautiful shot into Mal. They're planting on B again already. And Jensen, yes, he got a great push up mid this time, but as a defending team, they left the bomb site open. Exactly. And he drops as he walks into long.
Yeah,
easy kill.
Put to bed.
That M14 is devastating in Leo's hands right now.
Yeah, the man, well, you look at this team. Phantasmagoria had basically 2 scopes. Leonidas, when they were in a team, used to drop it and allow Kexi to scope on the vast majority of them. That's because, well, Kex is a very solid scope. Leonidas has a bit of flair to his play, but Kex is the one who will land those shots that you need to be hitting. But this is an incredibly aggressive play from Kex now, pushing down with that deagle, having full faith in his secondary weapon, pushing straight towards hardware, looking out, peering across, not finding anything yet. You can see that eMpathy are now sitting further back by B. They're barely leaving spawn, if that. And let's see what they're up to, because, well, you can see see there on the back foot, quite literally now. Mal just digging in at a Rob, sitting on that B-bomb, being surrounded by players. Elbow has found Kettering less. Jensen leaps around, does find Luboshmir just carrying the corner. And now it does seem as though eMpathy do have a bit of life left in them. You cannot take these guys too lightly, as here we go, Leonidas and Vaya, the only ones left alive once again. Can they somehow pull that magic back together and take down 5 members? Well, there's the first. Leonidas finding the head of Stavros and just picking it clean off his neck. So, pushing forward towards Hardware. Will they dare peek? Oh, he has, and that could be a mistake. You don't want to be challenging Leonidas right now. This man is on fire with this rather questionable gun, but, well, he's very poignant with the deagle, but not enough this time. Jensen has claimed that one. It's all on Vey, the man who really did wear this tag back when Phantasmagoria were a full team and lineup. Let's see if he can do it justice. Leaps out towards Lynx, does get the frag onto Jensen, avenging Leonidas, and leaving only Mal, Rob, and Elbow alive. Leaps around, beautiful movement coming up from Vey here. Towards that B-bomb he goes. 28 seconds on the board. He doesn't have a lot of time to play with, so he's got to be pretty sure of this push. Leaps around now. He does check just behind that tree. He knows there's a player that does get some fire now, but not going to connect. Leaps around the deagle. Oh, great little 1D to finish that one off. 2 now down. Mount and Elbow. Can he claim these? Oh, he's heard one. 12 seconds. He's got to lay down the fire. He's not actually connected there, and that could be a real issue, as there we go. Mal comes around from the rear and takes him down. 8-4 is the scoreline, though, guys. And, well, Phantasmagoria looked very good on the attack. I loved how Mark was playing. I thought that aggressive play was beautiful. I want to see that kind of reciprocated on the defensive side, see if he can really switch things up. But then you look at Leonidas, who's playing with a questionable weapon that you wouldn't normally pick, and he's still getting the shots. So, great play all around, I'd say. And Jensen, you can't forget. He's playing very well.
I want to look at Jensen here. He had a couple of good rounds there, which, okay, he's on the defensive side, but he pushed straight up through the mid, got right deep into the fan lineup, did quite a bit of damage in there. Maybe if he does that again, now that he's on the aggressive side, that's going to do exactly what Mark did in return. It's going to open up those bomb sites. It's going to give him that opportunity. Fire coming straight through into bottom Hardware. Jensen's here, though, to back it up. Forces the back away, gets the tags down again, but there's a couple of members of Fan out there, and Leo's now gone shotgun. Jensen is on edge, takes down Mao, does finish off Vey on the backside in return, but it's 2 for 2. Could have been 3 for 2. Jensen gets tagged from back 8, starts to push on forward. Shots coming out, Luboshmir finishes him off, and Leo
did Leonidas really
elbow.
Just do that? Yes. He got a double with a shotgun. Is this man just messing with him right?
Let's
That's what
just
he's up to.
follow him.
Let's just have a little look at Leonidas. Clearly without a scope in his hand, he's a little bit uncomfortable. He doesn't know quite what to do himself, so shotgun. Let's go for the complete opposite of what the M14 is. Let's go for that close range power, and here we go, pushing straight up B-long, not holding back for anyone. The smoke merely getting his way for a second, slowing down the pace, raring to go nevertheless, but Vey has landed that opening grenade, so that's taking Jensen, the danger man, out of the game already. And well, that's a bit ambitious there, Leonidas. That is not going to land, and Stavros punishes that little bit of a mistake. But Luboshmir now has to find the forces that are slowly encroaching on his A-bomb site. Can he do it? Oh, wow. Great discipline from him. Not overly peeking around that corner. Keksy does find Stavros as well. The A-bomb site is the one to be challenged at the moment from Rob and Elbow. But you can see the presence from the defensive side. These guys are not letting this one go. Let's see if we can find them, though. There we go. Just positioned in lower A. Both AK players, so they don't have that close range element to them, which could be a massive issue if they're coming against the likes of Luboshmir. They don't mess around when they have that gun in their hand. So here we go. Pushing forward. Elbow leaping around. Not finding anyone yet. Oh, here we go, but he does find Luboshmir just charging. It's actually Mark who charged down the stairs there. Just a
no fear.
Bull in a china shop, just straight down. Picks up 1, picks up 2. Comfortably done. 10-4 is the scoreline, guys, and this is Phantasmagoria finally getting back into that kind of feel of the game.
Yeah, they are settling themselves back in. Scope looking down B-long. Stavros can't find anyone this time around. There's no scope, no shotgun running up at this time. Keksy drops Rob as he tries to go through blue. Punisher drops, Mao drops Punisher. He tries to defend back A. Leo, bottom A, does get one more shotgun frag. Vey, nice shot onto Stavros as he's in blue. One on Chopper, last man standing, gonna get shot with a dig from Luboshmir on Wooden.
Indeed, and I do vaguely remember Leonidas in A with a shotgun is actually fairly potent. So let's see if he can do it again. Quite curious if they're going to actually push here as well. Let's have a little look at the overload map.
We're yet to see them really push onto B-bomb site. Like we saw Fan do 3, 4, 5 rounds in a row. I mean, we saw an earlier crash game as well. In our first game, no one went towards that B-bomb site. Fan had been the first couple to do it, and almost every time they did, they picked up the round. But eMpathy not looking for the same thing. However, this time round, they've taken 2 members of Fan out without return. Elbow does get dropped by Keksy. Starts to level the numbers out a little bit. One at FPS jump. They are all over this lower A bomb site, one form or another. Stavros dropped by an exploding car. Keksy picking up the 2nd kill. Bottom A, he's in here. Leo knows he can hear him. He's waiting with this shotgun. Do see eMpathy starting to spread out a little bit more. One down by Archie's, one still in blue. Still in here. Shotgun finds him. Rob is dropped. There's a sudden flash of light, and down he goes. eMpathy now back A, knows that Leo is in here somewhere. Doesn't get a chance to try and find him. Luboshmir drops him from behind. Jensen all on this man. Bomb, he has to find it. He's making his way down B-long. No one here for Fan to find. Sorry, of Fan for him to find. Starts to make his way through lower hardware. Looking out. Where could they be? They know they're watching on A. They know they have the bomb there. Could try and use it as a surprise. He's heard one. Does see him. Doesn't quite land the frag, but now he's revealed his position. Jensen, all to play for. Sees Leo coming over. Does drop him with the D. Brilliant reaction from Jensen's silky headshot to Keksi. Last man standing, Leboschmir.
Not going to happen.
Executed.
Pretty much.
It's a nice try.
Wow. See, Leboschmir is that guy who won't necessarily be, right at the top of the scoreboard, but the frags he gets are key.
Matter.
Exactly. And he's one of those players you hate to come up against because he's the guy who'll do that. So let's see where these guys are heading this round. Leboschmir actually feeling like he wants to go aggressive this time. Does drop out that nade, allows the smoke to plume in his way, gets a bit of an advantage, but there is a player just pushing to his right. Oh, he's caught a glimpse. He's going to leap around that corner. Not going to manage the shot onto Jensen, though, allowing him to roam down B further forward. So can Jensen cause any more damage? Here we go, leaning around towards that B bomb site, but will he expect that player laying in wait? No, it's Keksi who finds the shot, bringing it back all even. Look at Leonidas, literally laying in the long grass like a lion, just waiting his prey. But let's see where the intentions are to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he just needs a toilet. But nevertheless, you can see the Epic are fully in A now. The Phantasmagoria allowed them in. Rob now leaps over the corner, takes down one. Go look for that second. Being very aggressive with the AK-5. There's a player just beside him. Doesn't get the shot onto Vey. Allows him so close to him. Leonidas laying down the Deagle fire. Keksi will claim that frag nevertheless, leaving only Mal and Elbow alive. Literally pinned into a merely holding hands by the top of stone now.
Team kill waiting to happen.
Indeed, I can smell it happening a mile off. But Elbow is now just going to peer forward, going to leap out, does find the... No, he doesn't even claim the frag onto one. It's all on Mao. He's been spotted and taken out of the game by Keksi and Vey, and those guys swarmed the bomb site. It was a great retake from them, but more a mistake from eMpathy. Diffused. They couldn't even pick up a frag once they got closer. I think Rob got one as they're pushing back A, but they're just being outclassed right now. And, well, Phantasmagoria is showing why they're the favourites in this.
Did not like that positioning from eMpathy either. The two of them in that same staircase top
poor
A
planning,
just
if anything.
Yeah, caught themselves out of position. It's like, okay, plant, quick, defend. Crap, we're in the same spot. Stuck.
Yeah.
And Fan just abused it. Slaughtered them. Nice little leap down B long. They'll pick up one. Now he's picking the other one. Keksi trying to tag him down. Does get dropped a little bit of help from friends. Jensen's here with him though. 2 members of eMpathy left. 4 members of Phantasmagoria. eMpathy looking to try and even those numbers up, but he's dropped by Punish before he can even get a chance. 14-4. The revenge game well and truly underway. Fan gotta be enjoying this after, as you mentioned, their previous run-ins with eMpathy.
Indeed, it's one of those games you want to win. You may not mention it, you may not even acknowledge it, but it's in the back of your minds that I want to prove a point to these guys. They almost had me out of my previous lands, and we can't allow that to happen. But let's see how we're going down for the side so far. We do have a player down for each, so a 4v4 situation already, and you can see that, well, Phantasmagoria are really not investing into their A-hole at the moment, because I don't think they need to. They're so dominant from mid at the moment, they don't need to heavily put their SMGs in there. They can allow them to roam around. But it does give Jensen the chance to get himself towards it. Stavros has found Keksi, and there we go. Leonidas, the absolute pillar within that A building. If you remember the likes of Rob Wiz, he's merely replicating that without the SMG and more a shotgun. So this is going to be Leonidas' house for now, but he's peering out with that Deagle. Vey has found Mal, as we are now with only 2 alive. Let's find Stavros and Elbow. Let's see where these guys are. Elbow is by blue, peeking out a bit early there. He didn't check his peripherals there, and that was Punisher punishing away. So where is Stavros? Pretty tagged up heavily on B long. He's got to be careful now. There's players literally everywhere. He cannot risk it. Oh, he risked it. He got the tag, but not the frag. Oh, great shot to Mark nevertheless. Goes back for seconds. Not going to land that one, but the players are lining up for him if he does take this in any way, shape or form seriously. He's got a good chance. He needs to have confidence in what he's doing. He knows what other players are. And you'd assume that they would have thought, I had the bomb, but, well, Rob's out there. He's had enough. He's been pounded to the ground too many times, but, yeah, he's back in the game. So, Leonidas and Vey to find. Stavros 1v2. Making his way down mid, fire does come in, but he doesn't expect Vey to be there as well. Tagged up mid-air and swatted to the ground. 15-4 is the scoreline, guys. And I think we're seeing exactly what Fan are capable of doing individually. I want to see them against a really drilled-in team. eMpathy aren't, a drilled-in team. They're a good mix of players. There's a couple of players who've been there, a good while. But I want to see them against a solid team, because that'll be the downfall of Phantasmagoria later on in this tournament. Yeah,
the disciplined team will be that. You see Mal first man down then. eMpathy starting to try and make that play towards A again. Jensen leading the charge with his SMG once more. Let's get in bottom A without the interruption of Leonidas' shotgun this time, because Leo is dead, the one and only member of Fan. And has been put to bed. Jensen makes his way up towards top. Leboschmir finds Elbow. Bomb is here on A side with Jensen, and it's with Rob, the only 2 surviving members of eMpathy. 4 members of Fan up. We We've seen bigger comebacks. Jensen gets tagged up, but he takes down one. Kexy's been tagged and he's low. He's regens it. Punisher taking a punishment down in the bottom side. One on Chopper, one in back 8. Looking for the movement. The bomb's down, so it's all on Fan now to make the move. Jensen's dropped. Rob's the last one up. Punisher takes him down. Finishes Kexy off too, just for a bit of flair. And they're going to be fighting over this defuse. You can see it. He's coming up behind. There we go.
There's going to be a knife for this one.
here.
I'm waiting to that switch.
I'm waiting. Just going to get to the last second and then... No.
No.
Oh,
look at that.
Vey with the self-control.
Nice
look at him go.
Indeed. But it is 4-16, guys. And obviously, if you are in chat, make sure you tweet this out, put it out there on Facebook, whatever you want. Let's get a little bit of FPS love going back in the gaming community. So let's pick it up here. Let's not watch Jensen for once. Let's have a little watch of Mao. See, Jensen is doing very well, but I think eMpathy as a collective, well, I was going to say need to be shown, but I think you've just seen catching a nade thrown by Luboshmir. Now Lubo can further himself up onto that bin and have a nice little peek across. Jensen has found Punisher in retort. Kexy following up onto Rob. It's going back and forth. They're giving the advantage to Phantasmagoria, but with aim like that, Luboshmir, it's not going to go well. So let's see where these guys are. So Kexy on top, a curious play. Oh my
Stavros.
God. Wow. Plucked mid-air, just absolutely...
Shot mid-air too.
And well, they did not expect Jensen to be so aggressive. They're leaving it all in Leonidas' hands. Where is... Wow. Leonidas is on the B-bomb, but he does have that shotgun. He does have a possible bit of prey within his sights, and he has picked up the frag onto elbow now. So 1v2, can Leonidas go huge and bring this one back? So here we go. He's got a lot of distance to travel because you can see Jensen and Stavros RNA putting that bomb down. So I still think he thinks it might be a big push, which is a bit of a curious choice, but here we go.
He was hoping.
And I must say, before we go on, Leonidas is just as potent with that Deagle as any other weapon. Back in his day, he was phenomenal with it, so let's see if he can do that once again. It's not going to happen. Stavros will put him down without even a bullet fired from his Deagle, bring it to 5-16, and they're going to play this one all the way out. It's going to be first to 25, isn't it?
It is first to 25 through the group stages, and then a best of 3 in the upper bracket, and a best of 1 in the lower bracket once we get down to the far side through the later stages. But Mao drops Punisher very quickly though. Revenge frag by Vey. You see Elbow now pushing down middies in towards that little alcove. Far side of the chopper. More shots going out. Rob is dropped by Vey. 2 for him in this round. Punisher the only dead man till then. Lubo's dropped by Jensen. Starting to get aggressive again in towards this A site. Vey coming around the backside. Dropped by Jensen. 2 and 2. There goes Kexy, dropped down by Elbow. Nice round so far for eMpathy. It's all on Leo once more, just like we saw before, and he's got that Deagle out again. As you mentioned, he can be very potent. Nading up, plants going down.
Explosives.
And you get the man. Nope, doesn't even tag it up, but the bomb's down, so it's all on him to make the move. Stavros decides it's not going to happen.
No, they knew where it was going to be there after that nade. It's a very set nade. It's one of the earliest nades. They know how to counter it. It's not going to work that time. But let's have a little look of... actually, I think Mark's dropped that SMG, and he's actually picked up the AK, so it's not working for him this time. And it's quite interesting to see someone not too proud to drop it and pick up a different weapon. So let's have a little watch of Vey. We haven't seen much of him so far this game. Let's see what he's up to with that AK towards A. Stavros has kicked things off in the right direction for you. eMpathy fans taking down Kexy, but Leonidas evening up the score onto Jensen. Back and forth we go, but the tags are flying out, and once again, Leonidas finally stepping up to the reputation we've been telling you about with that Deagle fire now, causing havoc from back A. Picks up 2 big frags, and finally put to bed by the Punisher. But leaving a 2v2 situation, Leonidas pretty much all in his lonesome by A. I don't know why he's still worried about back A, yeah. Too little too late, my friend, but Rob and Co now making their way towards that B-bomb side. Stavros has got control of hardware for now, but will he notice the player is up on glitch? It is Mark. Let's see who's going to find this one first. Looking towards hardware, always found him. There we go. That was a little bit of timing, a little bit of luck. This just kind of come down his side, but he's leaping out. And Rob, oh my God, Rob, you want to land this round? Yes, he does finally pick up the shot of Mark, but that was a bit of a worrying moment, to say the least. So Rob versus Leonidas. Rob pushing further forward, but Leo just denying the chance there to get aggressive. And takes that scoreline 6-17. And, well, I don't know what I can say about eMpathy in the way they're playing. They're a mix, is the only way I can put it. Individually, they have great moments. Mao has done very well, as is Jensen. Rob not doing so good after the reconnect. But, you know, Stavros as well. Great play with the scope, but he's just not being good enough, if that makes sense. Like, right now, Mao has literally fumbled 2 really easy frags that could have opened up mid for them, and it's just falling by the wayside for them at the moment. They're just struggling under the pressure of Phantasmagoria.
Yeah. I mean, we mentioned before, mind games coming into this. They know they're going to get a ribbing after this. This was a game they were both looking forward to. They knew there would be some rivalry going into this. We've mentioned time and time again. Oh, knifed. Leaping into each other, coming around the corner. Reactions on these ex-pro players. Don't seem to have gone anywhere just yet. Leo, on the other hand,
Not so on point anymore.
no.